Start right? Huh?
Pala.
La. Welcome to our newly introduced session of what we gonna tell this. I think we gonna name something someday. So for now, just start with what we can call for this. What do you want to name this conversation?
I guess it could be kind of like uh, Chekhov.
Yeah, but we don't
Something
have.
that you do when you drink tea with friends and
Yeah,
talk about some topics like maybe about life, maybe about philosophy,
uh-huh.
maybe about something that's going on in your life,
Yeah.
about maybe about some pretty girls,
Yeah.
something of that sort.
Yeah, just for now, just let's assume that we are just gonna talk, and if everything goes fine, we are gonna have some name
Yeah.
to this
Maybe let's call it the
unnamed. Yeah,
unnamed podcast.
the name podcast. Sounds pretty fun. So let's start. How are we gonna proceed ahead?
Well, let's talk about some contemporary issues.
Yeah,
What do you say?
just let's start with technology then. So what do you think of the Twitter X? Just Elon Musk just rebranded with new X logo that wipe
Yeah,
out the word. What do you think about that?
I think it's pretty clever, you know. And the thing that stuck with me the most is the rebranding.
Huh?
He tweeted out something similar to someone who sends me a picture of X. I will use that
Yeah.
for the brand. Someone did tweet out a video, and then he used a picture from the same, I guess, for the Twitter X logo, now X, formerly Twitter.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, you know. People, corporations spend like millions of dollars for a logo. Take for example the Nike logo, the SUS logo. It is called the SUS logo, right? It was given to a college student by Nike. It was not very big back then.
Yeah.
It was given to a college student for $35, I guess.
Yeah.
And then she developed it.
Yeah.
Now she earns millions. from
Yeah,
doing this.
I think they just when they went public, Nike and they assigned some share to her, and she still have the share, and they are in millions now.
Yeah, right.
So quite what you see in this is that once you develop something, you should not just try to gain everything in quite a while. You must wait, have patience. Yeah, if she didn't cover out her logo and she just sold her share, she wouldn't be like this.
Yeah, rightly so.
Yeah.
And then the fact is that the interesting fact about that is that the people at Nike felt guilty because they made her do the work for cheap.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
$5, $100 is nothing for them, but it might be a lot to a college student who is studying designing, right? And then because of that guilt, or might be because of the pressure from peers or some
Yeah.
public, they might have given all the shares. I don't know the exact reason, but yeah. So you get the point, right? People,
Yeah.
corporations spend millions of dollars
Yeah.
for a logo, but Elon Musk
Yeah.
did nothing of that sort.
So I also read some tweet. Yeah, you was gonna buy the Twitter name X. Someone just already had the Twitter profile with X name,
Yeah.
and he just bought it. I think he just paid around 500K or something like that.
No, I don't think he paid anything. So I saw the guys whose Twitter handle is changed from X to X, some numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that. And he did post something that said that Elon Musk approached him, but he did not offer any money.
So I just
incentives. He told him that he will send him a merch and then give him a tour of the facility.
So I think I read the Elon tweeting some amount he's gonna give to the person who have that X.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I have seen that, and he tweeted back that he founded the man, and the X is now with him, and he's also proud. Yeah.
I mean, in Twitter's terms and conditions, there is nothing that mentions that they cannot take away the
Yeah.
right? So recently there was a handle movies or music. Sorry, there was a handle music, and then Elon Musk took it from the person who was maintaining that handle for
Ah.
many years. And yeah, it's their platform, they can do anything they want, and the terms and conditions clearly mention that they can take your handle without
So what do you
permission.
think of the TikTok and their terms and conditions? I think they are hacking everything in your mobile.
Yeah,
Once you install the TikTok in your mobile, you are gone. They have everything access to your mobile.
yeah, rightly, yeah, that truly, that's the truth. I mean, if you look at the social media
Hmm.
of now, say for example the Instagram reels,
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
TikTok videos, or the YouTube shorts,
Uh-huh.
and now Twitter is also X is also bringing out the same
Yeah.
format,
Yeah.
short videos. So, I mean, these people and these companies are so invested in psychology. They know how to exploit the human mind. How you say? Because, I mean, when you watch a video, a short after short, then there is a release of dopamine in you.
Yeah.
So if you scroll through like 4 5 shorts,
Uh-huh.
then you get addicted, you get
Yeah.
engaged. You will not leave YouTube for like
So
an hour or so.
I was early days when the TikTok just came out. So I was so fascinated by their algorithm that they are so engaging the people. Yeah, once you watch video of some category, you just same kind of videos just gonna pop up in your mobile, and you just go on watching and watching. And nowadays, I don't know TikTok. I think you should have TikTok. Might be a great reach to the society, and it can bring out the so much changes in the society. But I think the people are
Yeah,
not using TikTok or any other social medias as a source of inspiration to empower something. They are just showing themselves, and they are anyone doesn't post anything that is quite a great thing. So they are just showing themselves. So what are your take on this?
yeah. So the first thing, social media were created in the uh, recent times. I mean, the times the social medias were created, there was a boom of social medias in,
Huh?
I guess it was 2009s,
Yeah,
something like that. So the
2008
main
and
purpose
yeah,
was to connect people,
yeah.
wasn't it? For example, say Facebook.
Mm.
The main reason was to connect people at Harvard,
Yeah.
right? And then it expanded to many colleges, and then it became public.
Mm.
Similarly, TikTok was also created as a means of video sharing, sharing information, educational information in China, I guess.
Yeah.
So it expanded to other nations,
Mm.
and then I mean, I become fascinated. I'm at the same time dumbfounded by these trends
Mm.
that happen in TikTok. So, what happens is people are now running after likes.
Yeah.
They want self validation.
Ah.
So, likes equals to self validation.
Yeah.
The more number of likes you have, the more you are validated.
Yeah.
The more you are accepted.
So people just find that you have, I think you get a million like, or you get thousands like, and they feel they are so
Yeah.
profound, and they are the, on the top of the wall.
Talk
So
between
yeah,
people nowadays will be how
yeah,
many likes you have, how many likes do you have, how many subscribers do you have.
yeah,
See, and then so that is called cloud.
yeah,
So people chase cloud, right? Now
yeah.
people chase after cloud. Then what will they do? They will do any sort of dumb things,
Hmm.
any dumb things like
Uh,
robbing a store,
yeah.
going into people's houses unnoticed, other people's houses. There's this dumb trend,
Uh.
and then doing some funny dances. I'm not sure.
So,
That's yeah.
sometimes I think there's people gonna rob something, and they're just gonna go live on the TikTok.
Yeah, they do it
Yeah, I think.
nowadays also.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So society has become so pathetic and so immoral nowadays that they are just broadcasting, they are saying everything and everything that's come up. So what do you think of the Snapchat? The people are sharing everything they eat, they drink, they walk, they wear, everything they are sharing everything.
Yeah, I
I
was
see the people who are using Snapchat so dumb.
right. Yeah, yeah,
What do you think of this?
yeah. It's yeah,
Yeah, they are just sharing everything, anything that's come upon, they are sharing everything they wear, everything they see, everything they do.
hmm yeah. I mean, I don't like it. I mean, the first time I installed Snapchat,
Huh.
I saw my friends post. It was coming like I installed Snapchat, then I left my phone on charge, and then I
Yeah.
went to the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
I returned from bathroom, then mobile notification
Uh-huh.
sound came on, and then I saw my friends. He was eating some lunch,
Uh-huh.
and then I was in my computer, and
Uh-huh.
then after 5-10 minutes, repeatedly,
Uh-huh.
the Snapchat notification sound, it kept on ringing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, oh God, it's there is no privacy when people go to eat dinner, have lunch, go to party. Even when people go to bathroom, they might use their
Yeah.
Snapchat. That's called a snap, I guess,
Yeah.
right? And then it's
So I didn't find what kind of meaning they get after sharing the everything they do in their life. So some people might find those things to make them happy.
I don't think I don't think so.
But in the long run, what do you think? Can technology bring animals happiness to the people?
Definitely, technology has two aspects to it.
Yeah.
So it's the way you use it,
Yeah.
right? Right now, you can use TikTok just to watch educational content,
Yeah.
can't you?
Yeah.
And then you can use Instagram to browse for shops or
Yeah.
to watch some reels of very highly educated people, can't you?
Yeah.
But the society is moving in such a direction that they want self validation,
Mm.
and then they are, having short attention span. The
Yeah.
attention span is getting shorter and shorter, so they need more content, more
Yeah.
content, more content. It's like an addiction,
Yeah.
like a drug addiction, and the content is like a drug.
No, no, the addiction used to be the monthly salary and heroin. Now the people now then we can add TikTok as addiction as well. Huh?
Yeah, social media is an addiction. The people who develop these social medias, who
Yeah.
run this, they are well versed in human psychology. So
Uh-huh.
I've also heard that people at Facebook, people at TikTok, they hire the people from casino
Uh-huh.
in Las Vegas and such.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So to hire them to know what keeps people engaged in casinos, what keeps people spending money after they lose,
Uh-huh.
even after people lose money,
Uh-huh.
whatever they have, they take loan, they borrow from friends, and then they invest, they play casinos.
Uh-huh.
So there must be a psychological aspect to it.
Uh-huh.
So the people at the social media companies, they hire these people, they explore the human psyche, and then they develop software in such a way
Yeah.
that people get addicted, like in the casinos.
Yeah, but
Right.
I think the social media was found earlier days. Social media was found to have a different impact on the society, but nowadays people are so much materialistic that they are gonna show everything they do, what they wear, where they go, what they eat.
Mm-hmm.
Just they are showing everything they want. So
Yeah,
social media was not
exactly.
brought up like that on the early days. It was just for the means of age of communication.
Mm-hmm.
When the early days when we just had the landline phones,
Yeah,
life was so beautiful back then. And then came the what we call the Hotmail, Gmail.
yeah,
Back then we had that Yahoo Messenger. I love that app, man.
yeah. I used
Yeah.
that at a certain point of time.
But when we got back so much digitized and yeah, back nowadays when we are so much digitized and people are showing everything, and they are showing, yeah, some people might find those things so quite interesting, and they make something that they find themselves to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's on people's choice, but I don't think in the long run showing everything they do is a matter of a good thing to them. Yeah.
Yeah, the funny thing, now that you brought up, I think that the technology in the last 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
in the last 2 decades, has progressed in such a manner
Uh-huh.
that human brain cannot keep up.
Yeah.
Right? We have this bombardment of different applications, different apps,
Uh-huh.
different mobile phones,
Mhm.
different technologies, advanced and advanced technologies, say,
Uh-huh.
programs, softwares, now the AI. I think it's that human beings are not able to keep up to it, and
Yeah.
they do not know how to
How
use
to
it
use?
better.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you can use mobile phones for good. The power in a mobile phone, it's underestimated. People underestimate it all the time. So the mobile phone that you use, has more processing power, computing power than a computer in 1990s.
Yeah.
People would be surprised if you told them in 1990s and 80s that the memory of a mobile phone
Uh-huh.
would be like 8 gigs,
Yeah.
12 gigs, 16 gigs.
Uh-huh.
That was like a future, that was a distant future to them,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so in the long run, if you, I mean, like in the sci-fi movies,
Yeah.
they show the dystopian,
Yeah. Dystopian. Yeah.
dystopian technological world,
Mm.
right? I think, I mean, it could be one of the two. It's already said, right? I mean, some people will always be, behind the development, technological advancement, but some people might catch up to it,
Yeah.
right? And those people would be the most richest in the near future.
Yeah.
So the richest people would be those who are more accustomed to technology,
Mm.
who know technology more, right? Today's rich people might not be so because they don't know technology.
Yeah.
So technology would be the bread and butter. It would be the currency
Mm.
of the future.
Mm.
I think that.
Yeah, yeah, we can. Technology have helped so much nowadays and everything. But when I see some people just doing so bad, so things, so like when we just roam around and some people are just when you met an accident, some people are making videos of the thing that without going for the help. They are just making video everything. So what is the cause of making video on those cases? I don't see anything. So people are just sharing everything, but they are not helping.
Yeah, like I mentioned, cloud.
Yeah.
They're going after likes. They're going after validation.
Mm.
Yeah, I've seen TikTok. I've seen reels of people, filming an accident,
Yeah.
not helping the victims of the accident, just waiting there, just filming. It's so pathetic. I hate those people from my God.
So yeah, I have encountered such many kind of situation when I'm so back in the social medias and people are so ahead of me and they are so feel proud. Eh? They are just talking about the social media stuff and they are just sharing everything and sometimes I feel that I'm so back on so many things, but when I go to the other side of the door,
Mhm.
things are different. So
Right.
if everything that's come up on you, they have the everything has the two aspects in life, some good and bad. So it's up to you what you choose. You are gonna take the good or the bad route. It's all up to you. So yeah, it's on the people. So yeah.
Yeah, and then an interesting fact about social media is, have you ever seen people posting their bad days
No.
on
Yeah.
Facebook?
So
Have you
anyone?
ever
Yeah.
seen people posting their failures?
No.
No, right? So it's success, success, success. So when you consume such types of content, what do you feel? You feel that you're lagging behind, as you said.
Mm.
So it's one success after another success.
Mm.
People going to foreign countries, people earning some award or something like that. People going to travel in some foreign country, traveling somewhere, or they finished a course or graduated. So you only see successes after successes.
Yeah.
It's not failures. So yeah, consuming such content might put us in a situation and we feel that success is most important in life,
Yeah.
but people rarely know,
Mm.
less people know that it's a failure
Mm.
that keeps us ahead, right? You learn from failures, you learn from success, but failure teaches you more
More
than
success.
success,
Yeah, that I,
right?
I got that. Yeah, and so any day some people gonna share something they have failed on and they are trying everything to get back on that and they are just sharing in social media. I think someday I'll get back on the social media and I just repost or just like this post and I'll get back on the social media and I'll just share this. This is how we should use the social media. We are not just here only to show that we are great on everything. We are not just to show that we are roaming around here. We are just having fun. So people are just showing that they are the good aspect in their life and the social media. Life is not all about that. Life is so much pain.
Right. Life is not about sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah,
It's about learning to dance in the rain.
yeah, and life is all about the dark clouds. that just
Yeah, rightly so.
pop on your head, or just you see on your head. Life is also dark cloud. No one shows the dark cloud ever in the social medias nowadays. People are just showing their, so they are so much happy and they are just on the vacation and they are enjoying their lives the fullest, and no one knows what inside their one's man or female or male or they are just showing their what are the good what the people are just so much materialistic nowadays that they are just showing the good in them.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you buy a new earphone or earpod,
Mhm.
you have to show it to your friends
Yeah, yeah.
in social media.
uh,
Suppose you buy a new light bulb also, you
uh,
show it to friends.
yeah, yeah.
Suppose you go to somewhere out to dine, you have to show it to your
uh,
friends. What is the purpose of all this? What makes people motivated to post time after time? It's so crazy. I mean, one factor to this
mm,
might be that I mean, I have mentioned this term here time and again. It's self validation,
mm,
and then there is also a term.
mm,
What is that term? I forgot that. Um, it's kind of similar to self validation.
mm,
There is a fallacy.
mm,
There is a fallacy in human beings.
mm.
Um, and then so okay, I got that. So it's a confirmation bias.
Yeah, people want to just confirm that they are great.
Yeah.
People want to be confirmed that, oh, I also exist in this society and I also have some pretty good and wild days and just like that. Yeah.
Yeah, people tend to be together with people of similar ideas,
uh,
right? So if I disagree with you,
uh,
right, I don't want to be near with you.
yeah, yeah, people are like those nowadays.
Yeah. So
Peop-
what it does is it creates a kind of a group,
uh,
groupism among people.
uh,
So there is this group of people that use TikTok, social media a lot.
uh,
So when they go out to dinner, they post pictures, they talk about likes, they talk about this post, they talk about comments on this post,
mm.
right? Nothing anything else.
So
Nothing apart that.
have you ever heard that people into people are just having some deep talk and they are so having so bad days in their life, and so anyone that have ever posted like that in the social media? No, I don't think anyone would dare to post like that any someday.
I haven't feared. Sometimes it's the death of people, but at the same time,
Mm.
people post regarding death of their beloved ones.
Yeah,
So they look for the comments, they reply to comments,
yeah.
they like the comments, and then it's barrage of comments after comments. So it's kind of like it's become like a daily routine
Yeah.
to people.
So I don't find that when anyone people die, just they share on the social media. I don't find that to a good deed.
Yeah, and interesting fact is people's attention span has become so low, so short,
Yeah.
that if you now browse TikTok or browse Instagram Reels, you'll see three videos playing,
Uh-huh.
one after another.
Uh-huh.
The purpose of it is to keep you, keep your attention to the video.
Mm.
So think how is the society where we have come.
Mm.
You have to watch three videos in parallel
Uh-huh.
just to consume a content,
Yeah.
just to know something, learn something.
Yeah. So
I saw this video of Guru is speaking,
huh?
and there was this game GTA 5
Huh?
playing underneath the video,
Ah.
and then there was some meme right after the GTA 5 gameplay.
Huh?
And come on, man.
That's too much, yeah. We are.
It's the reality, man.
Yeah.
People are, have become such.
So what kind of algorithm they have now developed that if you go on watching certain video for some, let's say some arbitrary 10 seconds or more than that, they have some threshold, and we are just gonna bombard it with the same kind of video back and again, and we just swipe within the few seconds, some millisecond, and just they are never gonna show videos of that kind back again. So they are just what do you think, they are brain paralyzing us with some similar type of content, and just we are just always thinking of the same, and we are just never trying to explore any new things or yeah.
Yeah, you brought up an interesting topic also. So, as I said earlier, confirmation bias.
Yeah.
So, it's a psychology,
uh,
it's a human nature to be with people
uh,
who have similar thoughts, similar ideas, right? So, what the algorithm does, as far as I know, is to know about your confirmation bias.
uh,
So, if I know about you, if I know what you like,
uh,
if I know what sort of people you want to be with,
uh,
I can show you the content that you would like to watch.
mm,
So it might be that it might take like an hour or two or day or two to know about you.
uh,
It might be a month, but within a month I will know what kind of content you like,
yeah.
what kind of people you would like to listen, what kind of people you would like to watch, what kind of movies or shorts you would like to watch. So it's about tapping into that confirmation bias and then giving people what they want, not what they need, what they want, right?
Yeah.
So you see in TikTok, after you browse TikTok for like a week or so, you will see similar videos. So it's showing you videos that you would like to watch. It's not showing you videos that you have to watch.
Yeah, you need to.
You need to watch.
Yeah.
It is not. It is not showing you an educational content.
Yeah.
Any life lesson content that you have to watch. I mean, if you only watch life lesson content, it will only show that life lesson content.
Yeah.
It will not show you any other content, right? It's become like a pandemic, a digital pandemic.
uh,
An interesting term, a digital pandemic,
Panem. Yeah, that's quite a good term.
right?
Yeah.
So, and I guess there is no medicine to it,
No, no, no. It's up to
any
human.
medication.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. It's like some what we can anxiety. Anxiety doesn't have any medicine. Just it's up to people that we can control our emotions and we can yeah get rid of the what is causing the also anxiety and yeah it's up to people that what they should think what they should do what is right for them what is wrong for them what motivates them what do they want in their life for the best on the upcoming days it's all up to the people so everyone is educated nowadays and when you go try to give some good advices to the people they are never gonna take anything from you guys
Right. They will
so
listen to
every
TikTok.
so
Sorry.
I find this thing when I was young quite young back then when people were scolding me to not to do the bad things and I was so, I went so greedy and just trying to get everything from everywhere and just people are scolding me and I didn't used to like those kind of people now back then but just now what I have realized nowadays that the people who gives you correct advices correct choices they are the best in the world no matter what that's against you or that's with you I always find the people great those who try to bring out the bad in me and they just point out me and they just say that this is bad and you should improve on this thing so I find those kind of people so much brilliant those inspired other and we should always go for that those kind of people that what they those are gonna make our life better and try to improve us
Right.
so we should not be ever angry with such kind of people they are the best in the world those who are gonna refurbish us who are gonna change us who are gonna make our life better so we should always give a thumbs up to that kind of people their feelings their knowledge their understanding yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's people speaking from experiences,
Yeah.
life experiences. So people of like a generation back from now, our grandmothers,
Yeah.
they did not have social media.
Yeah.
So how did they learn what to do, what not to do, what was right, what was wrong, what was socially acceptable, what was not socially acceptable?
Uh,
Is through experiences,
yeah.
hit and trial, making mistakes, like failures,
Yeah.
right? Coming back again in circle, right? So it's failures,
Yeah.
right?
You
So
yeah. Yeah. You
why
think.
commit the same mistake again
Uh,
when we can improve on it?
yeah.
When someone else has wasted their lifetime on it,
Yeah.
we can take inspiration, we can take knowledge from them. So yeah, so social media in a way it has made people blind to those
Yeah.
And then the fun fact I was going to tell you about the TikTok doctors,
Hmm.
TikTok teachers. So it's become a trend nowadays for people to follow TikTok gurus, TikTok doctors
Yeah.
instead of real doctors.
Yeah.
So when in a pain, they go to TikTok. Uh, Maybe a post comes up, or maybe they search on TikTok. They follow the advice,
Yeah.
and some maybe genuine doctors.
Yeah.
Some may not be.
Hmm.
Some may be doing, giving, educational content, as they say, for likes,
Hmm.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like digital pandemic
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, yeah. I think in the end, everything is up to the people. Yeah, what to choose and what not to choose.
Hmm.
So finding the best thing in the life is the ultimate goal for everyone.
Yeah.
So it's up to the people to how to take the technology, how they want to have technology and how to use them. So we can use technology for in everything.
Hmm.
Now I have heard lots of people nowadays are using technology to sell their agricultural goods, fruits, vegetables. They are just gonna sell from the TikTok. That's quite nice. That is the
Yeah.
proper use of technology.
All right. Yeah.
Just booming everything you have, and you are just sharing good technology should always inspire people. So when you see something like that, and so one time I saw a man just covering some video of the people that had accident just ahead of him, and he was just alone in the in that scene, and he was just taking the videos, and I find that so much bad, and I was just so disoriented and so dismotivated that day, that people what people had become nowadays.
Yeah. People they have become basically emotionless,
Uh-huh.
like a zombie nowadays,
Yeah.
and that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Why I say that is a fact is because people have become less sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I'm talking about the East, maybe not so much about the Western
Mm-hmm.
side of the world. I mean, we were so sensitive.
Yeah.
So if a person did have an accident, and there would be a crowd of people going to help them. Nowadays, it's a crowd of TikTokers,
Yeah.
crowd of mobile phones
Mm.
going to surround them, not help them, but capture their agony, capture their pain,
Yeah.
what they're going through, right? And it's, I mean, yeah, in the near future, if
Mm.
these trends goes on,
Uh-huh.
then maybe we will see some kind of dystopian humanity,
Yeah. So I
a
think
a dystopian environment.
I think some days the social media is gonna be so catastrophic that we don't know what this will gonna lead us to. That can bring any kind of catastrophic.
Yeah, and I like what Elon is doing with Twitter, with
Yeah.
X. So it's about people that
Mm.
have educational background,
Yeah.
and then the people who can inspire you, and the people who you can gain so much from,
Mm.
that are on X, most of them. There is also a lot of hateful,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, hateful mindset in people who use Twitter. But so maybe that is why Elon changed the name to X,
Yeah.
because the name Twitter was associated with corruption,
Yeah.
with negative things, right, in general. So maybe that is why Elon wanted a fresh start, and then he made the name to X,
Yeah.
and then now he wants it to be an everything app.
Yeah.
So it will be people knowing so much about life, knowing so much about philosophy, knowing so much about education, about everything,
Mm.
everything you can imagine. Consider digital payments,
Yeah.
consider job search,
Mm.
recruitment, right? So all those things would be under X, and I like that.
So
Maybe
yeah.
X is the social media of the future.
Uh-huh.
Who knows?
Yeah, it might be. So
So
yeah.
yeah,
So what do you think of the people in the technology nowadays? Let's talk about Elon.
or Elon,
Yeah.
he's a nice guy. I like him, and the thing that I like about him the most,
Yeah.
is that he is a man of vision,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he is the man who gets things done, right? So consider, like, before Elon Musk took over Twitter, how many employees were there?
I think probably thousands. Yeah.
Yeah, like 5,000
Yeah.
employees
Yeah.
were at Twitter.
Uh-huh.
He fired more than half of them.
Yeah. I think.
Only 20%, I think he kept the 20%.
Yeah. I think nowadays there are around 100 200 employees in the Twitter.
Yeah, and he's outsourcing the safety and trust
Yeah.
department, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So only few developers, handful of developers,
Mm-hmm.
but the best developers, one of the best one
Mm-hmm.
in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So he has this team of developers, those highly motivated developers,
Uh-huh.
and then he rolled out many features.
Uh-huh.
And you can scroll. There is a tweet about the features that Elon Musk and X enrolled within the last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long list.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you look back at 5 years of Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
that list would still be shorter,
Mm-hmm.
right? So he's a man who gets things done.
Mm-hmm.
He knows
Mm-hmm.
that by a few people, highly motivated people, he can run Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and he did. Right? He proved the people wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then another thing that I like the most about him is the making the human species interplanetary,
Yeah.
right? So multiplanetary species. So human species, if it is only specific to Earth, then he says that in a period of time in the future, in the near future, then human beings might be extinct,
Yeah.
right? Earth might not be survivable,
Uh-huh.
like say thousands of years from now on. So what would we do? We have to go to some other planet, say for Mars.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing all this for humanity, for human civilization. I like that.
Yeah, I want to add one thing on the Elon that yes, he's so much hardworking and he just works so much hours in a day that he try to bring everything best for the humanity. I love about him just much is he's so much hardworking, and there is no any shortcut in the life to the success without hard work. Hard
Exactly.
work, hard work, hard work, hard work. It's all that leads you to the success. There is no any shortcut. Just
Yeah.
people are just trying to find out the shortcut to the success, but never. That success may be some short duration, but that is not the ultimate success you get in the life. Elon is so much hardworking that he try to bring everything so much perfect that yeah, he's a great guy and he's trying to revolutionize the whole earth, and he's just trying to. I think now we can call him the what do you call the he's trying to what do you call revolutionize the whole the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Revolutionary.
he's trying to that colonize the Mars and oh yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Someday traveling from let's say Nepal to America can be just like traveling from the Earth to the Mars. Yeah,
Yes.
who knows?
Yeah.
That can be true. Yeah,
It will be true
yeah,
in the near future.
Yeah.
Maybe like 100, 200 years from
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah,
And yeah, that guy is crazy, man.
yeah.
He sleeps in
yeah.
a couch.
Yeah, he's so much hardworking that I get so much inspired by reading so much things about him, and that he is so hardworking and he gets done his things done, and he never sleeps until the things get done. And so I am so much inspired and motivated by him that we need to kick our ass to everything that until we get our things done. So we should just labor, and
Yeah.
yeah, someday no one knows we can where we reach. So yeah, someday we'll reach to the success that we ever wanted in from the child days. And yeah, success is always from the hard work. So Elon teaches so many people that success is always from the hard work. He never tells, I think he have never ever told that I do so much hard work and I get success. But we should, by telling everything, we should not realize that he's telling this, so we should have, so we should just go on how he cope up with his daily activities, and he walks, and we should get that. We everything people can't just tell, and I work so hard and so I got success. I think Elon never tells like this, so I work so hard, and he always tell that I work, but I work for many hours, days. I couldn't get sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talks like that, but what I'm trying to tell is that hard work is the ultimate goal to the
Ultimate
success.
goal.
Yeah.
Right. Shall we take a pause?
No, no, no. Let's start. I think we're done with technology. Now what we're gonna start next?
Let's finish on Elon Musk.
Yeah, just yeah.
How many billionaires do you know that are so close
Hmm.
to the public
Uh-huh.
who are funny?
Elon is quite funny, man. You just go through his tweet and you just find out that oh, this guy is so crazy, man.
I don't know any billionaires except Elon Musk. Oh, posting memes.
Yeah, yeah. Have you ever heard that Bill Gates and that what that Amazon guy?
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos, have you ever heard that those guys are posting some crazy
Never.
ass shit like this Elon does, huh?
Never. It's a few days back. He had a T-shirt that said "I love Canada."
Yeah, I've seen that,
He wore
man.
a jacket on top,
Yeah.
and then it covered some parts of the Canada, and then it spread like "I love."
Yeah, yeah, I got it, I got it.
You got it right.
Yeah,
He's a funny guy, man. And
yeah,
he loves Twitter so much. His lawyer said that he's almost like addicted to it.
yeah.
So passionate about that.
I also find that Jack Dorsey, the co-founder of Twitter, I also find that man very good, but he had not so much control over the Twitter than the U.S. government or the U.S. Senate. And those have so much control over the Twitter, and they are just what do you call? They are making him some kind of puppet to just do like this and that. And yeah, I used to find Jack also a very great and brilliant mind on the Twitter, but now after the Elon took over the Twitter, now I think Twitter is on the good hand.
Mm.
Yeah, Twitter will progress something, and yes, sure in the near future it's gonna bring some changes to the society, to the humankind, to the whole universe.
Yeah, yeah. In the long term, I
Yeah.
do firmly believe
Uh-huh.
that it will be possible.
Yeah.
And then the sad thing
Mhm.
about all this is that people are trying to pick on Elon Musk. The
Mhm.
media companies,
Mm-hmm.
they are trying to bring him down,
Mm-hmm.
and I find it very sad because he is a selfless man.
Yeah.
He has done much for human people.
Mm.
Even the Starlink
Yeah.
communications, Starlink, the internet that he developed,
Mhm.
network communication, that has helped, you know, helped to bring network access, internet access to remote parts of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Even in freezing Himalayas,
Yeah.
not in Nepal but in Japan,
Yeah.
to the very hot tropical desert, they have access to Starlink. It's a high speed
Mhm.
network communication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a sad thing
Mm-hmm.
that people are trying to pick on him. The people who maybe they don't like people who um, try to help, who try to bring humanity up from this quicksand,
Uh-huh.
this quicksand of technology, quicksand of civilization.
Uh-huh.
Our civilization has become like a quicksand now,
Uh-huh.
because in the near future
Uh-huh.
we are going to drown, but it's slowly.
Uh-huh.
We may now have our toes
Uh-huh.
in the quicksand, but it's going to be a whole body of civilization.
Mhm.
If you make civilization a body,
Yeah.
right? So it's only through these people, through these visionaries, that it's possible for humankind to exist beyond Earth.
Yeah, yeah. There is one Kardashev scale. You have heard about the Kardashev scale?
Cordyceps scale, I haven't heard about that.
It's about the developed by some Russian scientists. I think back in the 1965 or something like that, and it is about the type of civilization in those universe. I think there are three or four kind of civilization, and we are just in the type one civilization.
Oh, right, right. Yeah, I have heard about that.
Yeah, we are just in the type 1 civilization, and I think when we reach to the type 2 civilization we are interconnecting with the different universe,
Hmm.
and after type 3 we are just in the connected with all the universe. Now we are just in the type 1 universe, and we are just producing some radio waves and trying to communicate with the animal universe. So we are in the type 2, and in type 1, in the type 2 we are just interconnecting with the universe and different universe, and in type 3 where all the universe are in the same communication, and we are just messaging one another from the different universe. So this is a scale that developed by some Russian scientist, Kardashev. I think I forgot his full name, but it's called Kardashev, and I have theories on based on his name, the Kardashev scale, and I think Elon is on the verge of achieving that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he knows a lot, man. He has read lots of books.
Yeah.
He's a visionary. He knows things people don't. He is a businessman. He is a coder.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, he has read like tons of books on physics, on chemistry, on programming, algorithm, literature. He's a he's a good man.
Yeah. So
He's a
yeah, he is
he's
great. Yeah.
yeah, he's one of the people that might take human civilization to the next level. Now that you brought it up about universes like multiplanetary species, and
Yeah.
then human civilization
So
being
yeah. So
fate civilization. So, what do you think about extraterrestrial beings?
yeah, I think there are some extraterrestrial things as well.
Yeah, have you heard about the congressional hearing?
Yeah,
They
I
happened
heard.
like a
Yeah,
week
back
back,
week back. Yeah.
and it was revealing to me.
Yeah.
I did not even think that there were some secret, what do you call,
So
UFO.
have you ever heard about Area 51?
Yeah, I have heard about Area 51. I mean, I have heard a lot of conspiracies about Area 51, more than it being a defense site and research site, right? And yeah, in that congressional hearing, it was revealed the person, he was, I guess, ex FBI or CIA,
Yeah.
right? He said something like the government, US government, has these vessels like UFOs. They don't call it UFOs now. They call it UAPs,
UAPs. Yeah.
unidentified aerial projection or projectiles or something like that.
Projectiles. I projectile. Yeah.
Maybe they don't want it to be UFOs to arouse people's suspicion. Maybe people creating more conspiracy theories on UFOs. So these UAPs, right? There is an unusual phenomena in these UAPs. Like these UAPs will be like a few feet in diameter if you look at it from the outer
Yeah.
side. But if you go inside, then the inside area would be like many football fields, like 5 6 football fields.
Yeah. Yeah.
How crazy is that? So basically, that device, that vehicle or that projectile can warp space and time.
So the space and time, the what do you call the space and time, some things in the physics, and they are just moving ahead of the time or ahead of the space, and they are just coming back, or they are just moving ahead of us. Some UAPs, we can name them like UAPs now. So I think there are some UAPs. I think not. There must be some UAPs. There must be some creators like us in the whole this universe. Yeah, and someday we are just gonna sit together and just have some, yeah,
Beer, nice
yeah,
cheap beer with
some drinks, and just talk about some crazy stuff that's going on our universe, and they are just gonna share us with something from them and there, and yeah, that's gonna be a good day. Yeah, I hope someday we are gonna have some UAPs as our, we can call them as friend, and yeah, that day will be a great.
chilling with the aliens.
Yeah. Yeah, and just people on the were only on the social media, that's it, they're just gonna get some snap and just say, oh yeah, I got some UAPs today, and I just having some fun. Yeah, jokes apart.
Maybe
So
we'll smoke some blunt with aliens.
Nah.
Smoking blunt and
Yeah.
then chilling with them.
yeah, and so let's now talk about some philosophy. Yeah, so
Okay.
let's start with some philosophy. So it's difficult for me to lie right nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and just start with philosophy then. So, what do you think people philosophy has some impact on the human mind and human civilization? Or the impact of philosophy on human mind and civilization?
I think it's profound.
Hmm.
Why do I say so? Is, in the ancient times, science was a philosophy.
Yeah.
So you know about Aristotle.
Yeah.
He was a philosopher
Hmm.
rather than a scientist.
Hmm.
He used to wander around, wonder how grass grew from the earth,
Hmm.
about the trees, about this nature, about leaves, about lakes,
Hmm.
all these things that he saw in the nature. He used to develop a philosophy about them,
Hmm.
right? That became kind of like a science in those times,
Hmm.
right? And then people developed theories
Hmm.
from philosophies.
Hmm.
So people philosophized that
Hmm.
in the ancient times that Earth was at the center of the universe.
Hmm.
That was kind of like a theory, but it has its roots in philosophy.
Hmm.
Maybe some religious books, maybe in religious philosophy,
Hmm.
right? Or maybe through these so-called scientists in the ancient times.
Hmm.
Those are basically philosophers. So I think philosophy has a very profound impact on human civilization. So people in the ancient times they have no tools.
Hmm.
They did not have mathematics back then. They did not have any science back then. No
Hmm.
physics, no chemistry. So the only way they could theorize about uh, the earth, about their environment,
Hmm.
was to deeply,
Hmm.
deeply meditate.
Hmm.
And not in a sense that you close your eyes and then be in some kind of position, but deeply meditate about these things,
Hmm.
deeply think about these things,
Hmm.
and then that would become their philosophy. They would preach
Hmm.
those philosophies to other beings, and then they would publish books
Hmm.
on them.
Hmm.
People would read books on
Hmm.
those,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then that would kind of, if that was plausible, then that would become a theory. That would become an established, what do you call, established fact
Fact, yeah.
back then. So yeah, it has a philosophy has a very deep impact, a very greater impact on human civilization.
Yeah, and just people are nowadays becoming so philosophical, and they are just trying to read some lots of books on philosophy and life motivation. Yeah, I find people so much nowadays they are improving on their life, reading so much on the philosophy and motivation. They are trying to take advice from some motivational speaker and some good gurus nowadays. We have lots of gurus nowadays. They are giving some knowledge, but we have to pay them. It's a pity. So yeah, I want to just talk about the Marcus Aurelius, some famous philosopher. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can call.
before we talk about that,
Yeah,
now that you mentioned,
yeah.
so philosophy in ancient times was like that,
Hmm.
right? But philosophy has different genres,
Yeah.
right? So people might be romanticizing,
Uh-huh.
right? Some people might be realist,
Hmm.
thinking about nature,
Hmm.
philosophizing about nature. So in recent times, people oppose philosophy to establish facts,
Hmm.
to science. Science is like a philosophy to us
Hmm.
nowadays.
Yeah.
And the romantic part of it, the romantic philosophy,
Uh-huh.
like we read books from different authors, as you mentioned, Marcus Aurelius and such, right? So those would be life lessons for people now,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So yeah, what
Yeah,
are you
yeah,
going
yeah. We
to?
are just gonna talk about the famous book Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. So I find that book so much great, best in the world. I don't know how many times I've read that book, and though every time I read that book, and it's give me so much different aspect of life, and I want to change my day, everything. And so I think people should go and read that book someday, and they're just gonna find what is the purpose of life and how to live life and what to do and what not to do, what is right, what is wrong, and yeah, it's quite a great book and ever written in the mankind ever. Being so much on the, I think he was a king back then, and he was just wrote this, I think, during the war period, and the meditations by meditations. Yeah, nowadays we can't find the original book, but we are reading some transcribed version nowadays, and I don't know how much true is there on those transcribed version, but every day I read that book. Every time I think about, I'm so much demotivated, I'm so much lagging everything, I go and read this book, and it gives me so much of good energy, good vibes to work hard
Mm-hmm.
and to achieve something, to go for something. And yeah, I suggest everyone to just go and read this book, and yeah, that's all. Yeah. And
Marcus Aurelius. What was the book?
meditations.
Meditations.
Yeah, it's about some
Yeah.
stoic life. Yeah, I just want to talk about some stoic, and we have some absurd people as well nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, absurd is,
Um.
yeah.
Yeah. Marcus Aurelius, was he a king
Yeah,
or?
king. He was a king back then, and he was just having some. Have you ever was the movie Gladiator?
Yeah, Gladiator. I was
In
that.
in in that, the king was the Marcus Aurelius.
In Gladiator.
No, Gladiator or something, some Roman.
Gladiator. It's
Gladiator or some another
Marcus.
movie.
Yeah.
There is Marcus Aurelius on that movie. Some.
Yeah. If Marcus Aurelius was the king,
No, no, no.
maybe his son is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Is his son crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that is the movie.
Yeah, and he was on some scene that, and he was talking some, giving some advice to the, who the Russell Crowe was in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Russell Crowe was.
Yeah.
The movie,
Yeah, he was giving some advice to Russell Crowe in the war field, and yeah, I find that scene so much inspiring and so motivating that, yeah, everyone should go and read this book someday.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I do think that would be a good read.
Yeah.
About Stoic philosophy.
Huh?
I learned about Stoic philosophy when I was in college.
Huh? Yeah.
I fell in love with it. I mean, not giving a damn about what is happening around you,
Yeah.
keeping inner peace,
Huh?
inner calm.
Huh?
I mean, that seemed like magic to me. Why?
Hmm?
Because people nowadays are not calm,
Hmm?
never calm. Even I was not calm. I was mentally unstable,
Huh?
not in a bad way,
Yeah.
but I was like fidgeting all the time, trying to jump from one thing to another,
Huh?
right? So there was no internal peace. So there would be many thoughts coming into mind, thoughts coming and going.
Huh?
So my mind would be like busy all the time,
Huh?
and I found it fascinating.
Mhm.
And then I used to watch Stoic philosophies online.
Hmm?
I learned a lot about them also. So
Hmm?
I also listened to some podcasts
Mhm.
on Stoicism.
There is one guy, Ryan Holiday or someone, that teaches some stoic subject matter. He's just sharing on the YouTube, and he also have some great, brilliant idea, and he also always talks about some Marcus Aurelius, and he always motivates people to read this book. And yeah, that guy is some great, and he also inspiring, sharing some stoic philosophy. Yeah, that's quite nice, and stoic people are the great.
Yeah.
So it's up to people that you either you absorb something or not. And there are lots of people in this world. They are just reading the stops, and they are not implementing in their life. Why people are lagging in everything is that they know what is right, and they are not implementing in their life.
Yeah. So it's about rational and rationality.
Uh-huh.
So the fact that you know what is right does
Hmm.
not necessarily mean that we are going to adopt it.
Yeah.
You might know that cigarettes are bad,
Uh-huh.
but at the same time,
Uh-huh.
you'd be smoking cigarettes.
Uh-huh.
So you have the rationale that smoking cigarette is bad for your health, or
Mhm.
drinking a lot of alcohol
Mhm.
or drugs
Mhm.
are bad for your health. Even druggists, they know that drugs
Yeah.
are bad for the
Yeah.
health.
Yeah. It's yeah.
So it's all about rationality, rational and rationality. So there is a distinction.
Mhm.
And then in the modern times, so people have become so accustomed to searching for answers
Mhm.
in a way that makes them a victim.
Mhm.
So what I mean to say is that people tend to victimize themselves.
Mhm.
If I search for a book on self-help, on
Mhm.
life lessons, on motivation,
Mhm.
that already means that I lack the motivation.
Mhm.
right? That already means that I lack the self-help.
Mm.
So you see, so I'm making a victim
Mm.
of myself. So it's the people victimizing themselves, and the people preying
Mm.
on the fact that people are victimizing themselves, that people are so out of touch
Mm.
with the real life.
Yeah.
So if I go to the self-help section of a bookstore, I will find many self-help books.
Yeah.
And the way these books are targeted to people, if I went to Mandala bookstore, and there was a book on self-help. I forgot the name of the author, but I read the first page.
Huh?
And upon reading the first page, I realized that, wow, it is making me a victim. How so? It is telling me that you lack this, you
Yeah.
lack this,
Huh?
you are not this,
Huh?
you have to do this to become this.
Yeah.
You see here, there's a pattern in these books. I close that, I open another, same pattern.
So
Nothing different.
yeah. Nowadays I find the gurus and the self-help book. Everything is same.
Exactly.
Every book, every gurus, and every thing they are just saying, or they are just we're gonna read, is everything is same.
So it's not those books that are giving you the
I find that those books are trying to collect what we are lacking, and they are just giving some instruction, but they are not trying to reshape us how to be good. They are just telling us to what to call, you should do this, you should. They are some trying to make us some kind of robot. They are just trying to reprogram us.
right.
They are not going to re-help us. How they are not trying to uproot us from our root. They are just trying to bombard with some new information to the situation we are in. They are not just trying to make us the different person, but they are just trying to what you call, they are
Amplify.
amplify.
Amplify our victimhood.
Yeah.
Say.
They are
These
just
not
trying.
human.
They are just trying to more increase our problems, and they're just trying to, and when the people are gonna read the self-help book, and they are just respond, I got this, and in the next few days they are gone.
Exactly.
Yeah, they are in the same situation.
Yeah. So you see a pattern here, as we talked earlier about confirmation bias.
Yeah.
So I am a victim. Why am I in search of self-help book? Because I know that I lack these things, and the book will tell me you lack these things, and then the book will connect to me. You see the pattern here, and then I will be attached to the book. I will buy that book. I will read that book, but it will not be applicable in my real life.
So, have you ever? I have not read any such kind of self-help book nowadays. I read one book by some gurus from India, and just I went through the one chapter, and I find that this is not for me, and I just left reading that book.
What was that book?
I forgot some yoga. You some babas from from the YouTube. I have seen some videos of him in the YouTube as well. I forgot that book name or baba's name. So everything in the nowadays, everything that that is on the self-help, they are on the same pattern.
Right.
They are trying to capture all the problems from us, and they are just trying to develop put that into the book, and they are just publishing it. That is not a self-help.
Not giving us solutions. That giving us problems.
Yeah, that is giving us problem. That is not a solution. No one has ever talked about the solution to that in the books, the self-help book that we find nowadays. No one ever talks. So what is the best thing for what I find the best self-helper, self-motivator is the David Goggins.
David Goggins.
People like David Goggins there should be lots of people like David Goggins in this world. He is a true motivational man. So have any other babas trying to help us, have he ever encountered the same situation? No.
No.
Have you ever been to the same hell that we have been in the certain situation? No.
No.
He's just trying to convince us that I also have been in the situation and I came up with this solution. No. In fact, he has never been into a situation, and he just when I go and talk with those Baba, and he's trying to give us some, I also been to the situation, and you can do this, we can do this, that, blah blah blah, and no.
Sitting in their
He's just trying to sell his ideas. He's not trying to motivate us. People like David Goggins are there.
Mhm.
People like David Goggins are there to motivate you.
Man, that David Goggins guy is very crazy.
Hmm?
He, you read the book.
You can't hurt me.
You can't hurt me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He was going to be a Navy SEAL, but
Yeah.
then because of some complications, he was unable to do so.
Yeah.
Right, and then it motivated him.
Yeah.
Man, that guy runs a marathon in a day. He walks for days, runs for days, without food, maybe without rest.
Yeah, yeah, and that guy is so crazy and so motivating that I love him, and he runs so much. And even when he had some injury in his knee, he had some knee replacement, and he was going to change his knee or something like that, and he just ran some I think some miles, and he just came back and he went for the surgery. That man is so great. People's motivation speakers should be like David Goggins. I always tell people like that, just go and watch David Goggins. He's the man. He is the man that motivates you in everything. They stay hard. They just say people to stay hard.
Stay hard.
Yeah.
One thing I like about him, that he said, out of all the things, I like many things about him,
Hmm?
but one thing that I like the most is people wearing headphones in the gym.
Oh yeah, I also heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's making people soft.
Yeah.
It tells people not to wear headphones, not to
Mm.
listen to music
Yeah.
while doing the workout.
Hmm?
And I like that very much about him. That thing he said.
Yeah, I want to add some quote that I just find on the that might be some helpful in this situation.
Okay.
Yeah, I just had this somewhere around my mobile. But where is this? Yeah, there is one famous saying that I just got from some place in internet, and that says like this: hard time creates hard man creates soft times, and soft time creates soft man creates hard time. This is the famous quote everyone should remember.
Right.
So what do you think of this
that's
quote?
that's
Yeah.
a powerful one.
Yeah. So I often read this quote, and those who are close to me, and I try to make them read this time and again, and so they try to they try to understand that what kind of time we are in.
Yeah, I think we're in sometimes,
Yeah.
because after the World War, so it was during World War, people were very hard, strong.
Hard. Yeah.
So people used to go to war,
Yeah.
without any armor,
Uh,
blindly running
Uh.
towards the enemy.
uh,
How crazy is that?
uh,
And then people were working hard, people working in mills, people working in factories, doing labor, manual labor. Those are the times people were very strong, man.
yeah.
And then we are reaping the benefit, we are
Yeah.
reaping the fruit of those hard work. So in nowadays, in these times,
Mm,
so I guess politicians and
Mm.
people are becoming soft.
yeah.
So even the people, even the public. So we talked about social media. So if you see people, on their phone, browsing their phones, in their sofas, in their comfortable seats,
Mm,
these are soft men.
yeah.
They have never experienced what it was like to really live out there
Uh,
in the wild,
uh,
right? They're living in the comfort of their homes, in their ACs, and even the diplomats, political people, our leaders, they have become soft.
yeah.
So these are the product of hard times,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Hard times created strong men,
Yeah.
right? Those strong men created
Soft time.
soft times.
Yeah.
So these are soft times,
Yeah.
right? When we have food at our table, we don't have to worry about planting potatoes.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about
So
how we'll get the milk.
so hard time was that back in the when we shifted from we just came from the jungle and we just started some farming in our land. Hard time was that, and that hard time brings the hard man for the industrial revolution.
Mhm.
Those were the time the toughest time in the mankind. Hard time, hard man bring hard time, but the after the hard time, just we got the soft time. Hard man
Right.
just brought the soft time, and everything was so accessible. And nowadays, and people not don't need to worry about anything nowadays. They are just getting everything. They are from mobile, some anything source. They're
Right.
just giving us some call, and just they get everything they want. And so we are in the soft time, but sometimes soft time is gonna make people soft. In near future, men are becoming soft.
Exactly.
If we don't have any soft men, then we wouldn't see any war on the Ukraine and Russia. Those are the deed of soft man. Hard man never goes for like that.
Right.
This time that bringing the soft man.
Yeah, and yeah, the thing is, it's these people at top
Hmm.
that sacrifice people at the bottom,
Hmm.
right? Maybe the people at bottom might be with resolve.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
might be hard men,
Yeah.
but politicians are soft,
Soft. Yeah.
and they decide for the country. They decide the fate of their countries,
Uh-huh.
fate of their nation,
Uh-huh.
right? And because we have soft people at top,
Uh-huh.
you see, it they don't have any resolve. They don't have any, uh, they don't have any experiences.
Hmm.
You see. So nowadays, who are the leaders in most countries, in developed countries? Those who know a lot of people, those who have a politics background,
Yeah.
are the leaders. But they have never experienced any famine, any war.
Uh-huh.
They have not been any war.
Uh-huh.
They don't know what war is,
Uh-huh.
how war is fought,
Uh-huh.
the countless lives
Yeah.
the war brings with it, the destruction, and it brings with it. So these people don't have any knowledge of any of such things, and then I mean they create policies. They you know they make their nation go to war
Hmm.
without the without giving a damn about the casualties,
Hmm.
giving a damn about the repercussions
Hmm.
that it will bring.
Hmm.
And yeah, so if these people are at the top, these soft people,
Hmm.
they will create hard times.
Yeah.
So now you see war going on in Ukraine, South Africa becoming independent
Yeah.
from the West, right? You see a pattern, you see a kind of like a spark
Uh-huh.
beginning to form
Yeah.
about hard times. Now hard times are coming.
Yeah. Now hard times are real in the near future. Yeah, hard times will, I think, bring some hard man, and they are just gonna change everything that these soft men they are doing now.
Yeah,
So I hope hard time will come very soon, and people just work so much hard to gather everything. They are just they are salvage gonna use. They are gonna salvage everything that need for the hard time. Hard man. Hard men are going to bring everything back to the hard, and they are going to have those hard time back again, and life will be so great. If I always find everything that is so how much hard to do, so much fascinating, and I always love things that are so much crazy and so hard to do.
that's a good thing. Not many people find that.
Yeah, I find those things that are so much difficult and so crazy. So I always try to get in touch with those things, and I just want to meet those kind of people, so that those are so much hard, and they have lots of knowledge, and they are just trying to figuring out to new ideas, and they are going to talk about the new ideas. Nowadays I have left quite lots of friends. Those I don't find people that so much fascinating nowadays, and we should always go for the people that makes us happy. So when you are around someone and they make you happy, you should always be with people that makes you happy. You should have always have that surrounding that motivates you, that makes you happy. But nowadays people don't have any feelings like that, and they are just meeting anyone, and they are just roaming here and there with anyone that doesn't make them happy. They are just going after, oh yeah, my friend called me, and I'm trying to figure out how to go there and what to wear. Though people are not finding happiness in those.
Mhm.
The real happiness is making other people happy.
Right.
Real happiness is making other people happy, motivated, and real happiness is you get real happiness by making other people happy, and sitting with happy people. That motivates you to labor hard and be good in life, to help other. So always go for the people that makes you happy. Always be with the people that makes you happy. So
Right.
never go for the people that those demotivate you. Always be with the people that makes you happy. So I'm I'm trying to make my life like that. So I'm just leaving out lots of people from my life and just throwing them away. No, they are not making my life happy. So why should I be with them? Be with the people that makes you happy, that makes inspire you, that motivates you to do lots of things. If a people trying to make you happy, he will be always there with you in the whenever you need. People are always wanting you in their bad times. That is not life. Have you ever seen anyone that calling you that I achieved so much things and you just let's go here and there and just have some good things or some let's go for some drink, and those people always nowadays try to call when they have bad times. Those kind of people will always demotivate you because they are always wanting you in their bad time. They are not with you in your happy days. They're trying to always gather something from you in their bad times, and they when they are so much happy and they will leave you. So always try to be away from the people that that always that try to gain everything from you, but when you have so much bad times, when you are in so much going through so much hell, you want people to help you in those things, not only when you are in the good in your good situation.
Yeah, so you'd want people who are at your best
Yeah.
and who are there at your worst,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's a powerful one. That's a powerful message
Huh?
because I think not a lot of people realize
Huh?
that. And I've even had people calling me after many years,
Mm.
calling me after many years, and then just asking for help.
Mm.
And they were not there when I was at my worst,
Yeah.
and when I'm at my best,
Yeah, everyone,
they
yeah.
are they're asking for something.
Uh-huh.
They're asking something from me,
Uh-huh.
and I find it very funny.
Uh-huh.
I find it pathetic.
Uh-huh.
I find it pity
Mm.
that people would do so, because I mean it's maybe it's the way we were brought up. Maybe it's the society,
Yeah,
societal structure.
yeah,
Or
we can't just tell everything to the society as well. It's to the people. Society didn't brought up like this.
no,
It's
maybe it's
it's
yeah, maybe it's people forming a
yeah,
society.
people
Right?
from the society. We can't always generalize things. We should may have some. We can't always generalize things. Oh, society is bad, society is that.
Mm-hmm.
We should go for some not a specific one in such cases. Whole society is not like that. Everyone in the society, everyone in the world is not like they are just
Maybe
trying to bad.
there are good and bad things about society. Maybe what if that's a bad aspect to society? I mean, I'm not trying to generalize everything here.
Hmm.
I mean, some people might be inherently bad.
Yeah, that might be. Yeah.
Some people might be good, but there are good and bad aspects
Uh-huh.
to every people.
Uh-huh.
And if we see good and bad in people, then we must see good and bad in society,
Uh-huh.
because society is
Uh-huh.
a group of people with common beliefs.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a common belief.
Hmm.
That common belief might not be inherently good.
Hmm.
So even there might be a society of thieves.
Hmm.
There might even be a society of hackers,
Yeah.
right? There might be society of philanthropists.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, if I talk about society, I'm talking about similar-minded people.
Hmm.
Maybe it's the society that we grew up as similar-minded people, or maybe these are outliers
Uh-huh.
to our society. But yeah, so because I've had many people call me
Uh-huh.
at those times,
Uh-huh.
so I'm generalizing because might be so because such people are like that
Hmm.
in our society, and maybe our society has brought up us in that way. But yeah, that's a powerful message for today.
Yeah, and
So
I just want to add something more that people who I think the people who I think I want to talk about those kind of people that do what they tell. Have you ever seen a people that just tell you that oh I'm gonna do this for you and he does?
rarely,
Have you ever seen people like that?
rarely.
I find those people are the best in the world. Those people that tell that he's gonna do something for you and he does. Nowadays people
Yeah.
are so much what you call, people do such thing like that. They tell you that they are gonna get something done, or
Mm-hmm.
they are gonna do something for you,
Mm-hmm.
buy something or do something or go something with them, but they are just telling that for they are just verbally saying, and that doesn't mean that they're really gonna do that. And I and so we have you ever, so nowadays we find those kind of people so much lag in our society, because we are in the soft man time. Hard
Yeah.
man never does good like that. So nowadays I'm trying to do things like that. Only tell those things that you can do, and try to get that things done. But if you can't do, don't tell anything. No, so just tell things that you can do. This will make both you and the person that you told that I'll do something for him, that makes both of you happy. That makes both of you inspired, motivated.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do something good for other people, it
Mm-hmm.
motivates you so much.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
I am so always trying to find those kind of people that that do what they tell.
Yeah. So
So
maybe.
I have encountered lots of situations that people are telling that, oh, I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you, I'll we're gonna go for this, and we are just, and they are just telling for sake. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
They are just gonna telling for some kind of sake, and they're just they really don't mean that. Real man is those that do what they tell. And I am always telling that I only tell things that I can do.
Right.
If you can't do, why to tell the other that? People will be so much demotivated, they will be so much unhappy by telling you that they are. If you are going to tell them, oh, I'll do this for you, and you don't do, they are gonna have some serious mental issue on that.
Right. Maybe people are more keen on giving advice
Yeah,
nowadays than
doing
doing
it.
it themselves.
Yeah.
And
So what
um,
I think of all these gurus or some motivational speaker nowadays, that they have never been in that situation. They are never ever helped. And I don't think that they have any really done any good things to the people around them. So real man is always they do what they tell. My father always used to tell me that you should only tell things that you can do.
right.
He brought up me like that, so I'm trying to do what he said.
Right. Yeah. If people do not know how to put themselves in
Hmm.
others' shoes,
Yeah,
they don't have the right to speak for them.
yeah.
Right. And it's mostly people nowadays. The internet
Hmm.
is filled with gurus,
Hmm.
so-called gurus that living in their mansions, living in
Hmm.
their Lambos,
Have
giving
you ever
advice on being
have you
rich.
ever, yeah, have you ever wondered why the gurus don't live in the street like the beggars are living in the Kathmandu city? Have you ever wondered?
I
Have you
have.
ever seen a Baba that is roaming, just wearing some sandal and just with dhodis and just? Have you seen ever seen that Baba? No.
No, rarely. No.
I have heard that there used to be one Baba in India, in Uttarakhand, Nim Karoli. Have you ever heard of that? Him? Nim
Nimkoroli.
Karoli. Yeah,
Not. No. No.
Bill what Apple, what is the Apple founder man? Steve Jobs. Steve
Steve
Jobs.
Jobs.
Yeah,
Steve Jobs.
Steve
Yeah.
Jobs used to go and visit him, and Mark Zuckerberg also used to go and visit him.
Oh.
I have heard lots of life lessons from him, and also quite inspired by that Baba. So
Mhm.
we should be, Baba should be like him, and I'm so much motivated by him. So yeah, that's all. Yeah. So what people should do in their life is up to them. Everything is there. Everything is
Exactly.
there.
Even motivation is within you.
Yeah.
You have to search within yourself. Not
Everything is
look
within
for.
you.
Yeah, not look for books or videos.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, books will keep you motivated until you read it.
yeah.
Maybe for a day or two after.
Hmm.
Even videos
Hmm.
might keep you motivated for
Uh-huh.
like 2-3 hours.
Hmm.
After that, it's back to normal. So
It's
at the
up to you.
end,
Yeah.
it's up to you. You will have to face yourself.
Hmm.
So what I think people people searching for motivation is that people don't know about themselves.
Yeah.
They're trying to
They're
run away
trying.
from themselves.
No, no.
From
They
them. Why?
sometimes.
Why did I say so? It's because they have motivation in themselves.
Uh,
Like if you meditate for a day, if you meditate continuously, regularly,
mm,
and then you will find
mm,
inner peace. You
mm,
will know thyself.
uh-huh,
Know thyself because it is knowing yourself,
uh-huh,
right? Because you don't know your limits, you
uh-huh,
don't know your potential.
uh-huh,
You're searching for external factors
mm,
to make you know about your potential. So yeah, it's not a good thing
mm.
that people are searching for that, and it's become a trend. It's become popular. Self-help category has become like a popular, what do you call, genre
Genre, yeah.
of books. People posting pictures, reading self-help books
Yeah,
on
yeah.
social media, thinking that they are doing some crazy stuff,
Uh-huh.
big stuff, but nothing like that. Just victimizing themselves,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So why don't we end the podcast on
Yeah,
a good
yeah,
message
yeah. So just let's talk about what you find love in the. What do you think of love?
about love?
Yeah, love to anything. Yeah.
Yeah, love is a drug.
No, I find love is the beautiful thing in the world. You
Can't beautiful thing be a drug?
yeah, it can be, but we can just I
But
don't
take it in a
I
positive way.
no I just don't like the word drug, so I just yeah.
I mean, drug could be something that does positive things to you.
Yeah, yeah, but
So the medication you take might is a drug.
yeah, yeah, just but I just want to
Okay,
credit.
so
Yeah,
so
I just want
summarizing
to
on that,
yeah. So
love.
yeah, what do you think is love?
Um, love is a man. I cannot put it in some few words.
Hmm?
It's uh, it's something that keeps the world together.
Yeah,
It's something that keeps humanity going. I mean, love is not I mean, love does not necessarily imply that it should be between a girl and a boy.
hmm?
It can be among societies. It can be among nations. It can be among peoples of different culture, different background.
Hmm.
Right? It's love keeping the humanity together.
Huh?
It's love keeping us together.
Huh?
Right? Yeah. If the string of love is the thread of love is broken,
Hmm?
um, then everything falls apart.
I
So love is like a thread keeping the world together, keeping us
yeah,
together.
I think love is the beautiful thing God has ever created in this world, and love is everything. Yeah, love binds everything. If there is no love, we can't do anything.
Yeah, love is like potion.
Yeah, yeah, we
It's
can.
like a when an alchemist prepares something,
Huh?
he has these different potions
Yeah,
that he takes out from bottles and then mixes them to create something spectacular.
yeah,
Love is a potion.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
potion.
Yeah, love is everything, and love is a beautiful thing. Yeah, yeah. So let's end with the note that what will happen when you die. What do you think will happen when you die?
I don't know.
Hmm?
Frankly, I don't know because I have not experienced death or had
No,
any
one will
such
ever experience that.
near life experiences. I mean, we can do. I mean, we can only theorize what will happen after death.
Yeah.
Like the way we theorize
Mm.
about a higher being,
Mm.
what that we call God. Yeah, I'm theist. I'm not atheist, but we theorize about things that we don't know, and then it's the unknown things that keep us in check.
Mm.
That that keep us in fear, right? It's the unknown things, right? Yeah, I don't know because many people have theorized about the life after death. So, according to our Hindu religion, we have this how many lives? 9 lives,
Yeah, I hear.
9 lives
I think
circle,
yeah, yeah.
right? So we these 9 beings, and then ultimately a human being is the last form.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I necessarily don't think that there is life after death.
Mm.
Maybe there is,
Mm.
maybe there isn't. But uh, that's because I have not experienced, and the people who have experienced have never told me
Yeah,
that that
no one is gonna tell you that, oh, I went through this when I die, and so I want to end with something saying that what will happen after death. If anyone asks me that, I say that those people who love us will miss us.
that's a nice one.
Those people who love us will miss us. Is the only thing we can think after we are dead.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, so we are gonna end with saying that when you die, people who love us gonna miss us.
Gonna
Yeah,
miss us.
yeah, that's all for today, I guess. So thank you, Gaurav, for joining me.
Yeah,
So
thank you for having
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Um,
hope to have some good conversation in near future soon. Yeah,
yeah, sure.
thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.